Hi, this is Yvette from Loving My Angels, also known as My World of Metaphysics. This is not the typical video that you will see me recording. I'm usually recording on how to make your life better and using the law of attraction and visualization. Today, I was impelled to make this video on feral cats. As we all know, there's an epidemic of feral cats, stray cats in our communities all over the world. We as people connected to everything that exists, we need to all get together and try our best to make this world a better place. I usually have a dog. I love dogs, but I also love the animals, the cats, the birds, anything that needs help. I've always fed the stray animals, and what I do is that if I see an animal, I'll put food out, they eat it, and I bring it back in. That'll stop the cats from migrating to my home. So I never leave food outside just to let them eat, and if they're not there, they don't eat. I just put it there if I see them, and then they go. And then if I see them the next day or that evening, I'll put food out there for them to eat, and then I'll bring it in after they're finished. I never leave empty bowls outside. But what I want to stress first of all, that if you plan to feed any type of cat, you have to do the investment. You should in making sure you trap the cats, feral cats, stray cats, and take them and have them neutered or spayed. This is important because it's going to stop the pet population from growing. I've been feeding a family of, it was a family of 5 cats, the mother, the father, and 3 siblings. There was 4, but I think at an early age, I'm not too sure what happened to the other one. Maybe somebody took it in. It was a very pretty cat. But I actually purchased on Amazon a trap, and I caught the entire family within 2 weeks. I caught the entire family, and I took them over and had them neutered, spayed, and I brought them back and I released them. Now, one of them I did end up adopting, and that one is here. It's somewhere around the house. And the other one is outside. Well, the 2 siblings are outside with the mother and the father. If you know about New York, we have just had a very bad storm with frigid weather. So what I did, I was thinking ahead of time. So back in November, end of November, I did some things to help the feral cats that I was feeding. Again, I had them all fixed so that I don't have to worry about any kittens popping up. Okay, that's very, very important, is to stop the population from growing. Okay, before I go on, I just want to let you know, if you live in New York or on Long Island, where I live, the town of Hempstead, if you live in the town of Hempstead, or maybe if you know somebody that lives in the town of Hempstead, have a program at the animal shelter. They do free TNR program, trap, neuter, and release. That means you get a trap, you put 1 cat in each trap, you bring it in there on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. They will neuter them, spay them, they will give them a rabies shot, flea and tick control, clip their ear, and they will give them back to you in 2 days after they recuperate, and you bring them and you put them back out into their community where they're used to. This is totally free. They're doing about, I'd say between 20, 30, maybe even 40 cats a day, 3 days out of the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. You drop them off early in the morning, probably around 7:30, and then you pick them up 2 days later. So I just want to put that out. Maybe other communities are having something like this, but it is an excellent program. And I give the town of Hempstead two thumbs up for what they're doing for the stray cats, for the feral cats out there in the community. So getting back to my story, I'm feeding right now the mother, father, and the 2 siblings because the other sibling I have here in the home. What I did is that Amazon is great. Amazon is great. And another thing about Amazon is that a lot of times you can get free shipping based on what you're buying. So what I did is I purchased a doghouse for myself and for my mom. My mom has a smaller one because she didn't want it to be so obvious that she had a big doghouse in the front. I bought this doghouse that basically accommodates about, I'd say about 6 cats. But I'm feeding the mother, the father, and the 2 siblings, so it's only 4. It comes with a flap to stop the wind from blowing in, but I removed the flap in the beginning because the cats probably wouldn't go in because they'd probably be afraid. But during this last winter storm that we just had over the last 2 days, I put one of the flaps up to try to block some of the air from going in. If you look, this doghouse cost me about $70, $69. And what I did is I put blankets, a lot of blankets inside, and I bought some bricks from Home Depot, and maybe about 8 or 9 bricks, and I put it on the ground, and I put the doghouse on top of it to raise it up off the ground. 8 or 9 to keep it balanced, and the doghouse is heavy enough for the wind not to blow it. Then what I did, that I'm telling everybody to use their own discretion, is I bought a heating pad, a large heating pad and a small one for my mom. The heating pad is water resistant, and it's also chew resistant for the cats. I put that in a very large pillowcase, and I put it dead in the middle of the doghouse. I covered it with a thin layer of a blanket, like very thin, and I put it in there. Now, the only thing that I can say that surprised me, that even though it was a dog heating pad, it said water resistant. When I got it, it said for indoor use only. So I was surprised with that. So what I did, I put the entire heating pad in the doghouse, the cord inside the doghouse, and I went and purchased an outdoor extension cord, one that you would use for your Christmas ornaments or anything like that, or your lawnmower and stuff like that. I took that, I attached the cord to that, and I put that in the doghouse. Then I ran the cord outside of the doghouse to the outlet on the side of my house. Now, the outlet on the side of my house is about 2 feet off the ground, so I don't have to worry about that being covered with snow. And I also have a cover on my outlet. So I'm just telling you what I did. So I just want to make sure you guys are doing this and you're doing it safe. If it's not safe, just by buying the doghouse and putting the blankets inside, you're doing a great thing for these animals outside, especially the feral cats. The news said, please bring in your animals for this storm, but these poor feral cats, they have no chance out there. So I feel like if that's my calling, to be able to help the cats, then let it be. The last thing that I did for this storm is I purchased a wind blocker. Again, from Amazon. I purchased this wind blocker. I bought it too long, so I had to double it. But I purchased this wind blocker. I went to the dollar store. I got this cord, this string, and I strung it up on my post to try to block some of the wind from blowing on my patio. I don't know how much it helped, but because I did get snow, I had a lot of snow. I went out there and shoveled 3 times. I live in a townhouse, so I don't have to shovel. But for the cats, I went out there 3 times, and I moved my patio furniture, and I shoved 3 times so that they can get around. And it was just a patio, so it only took me about 5 minutes each time to go out there and shovel. So this wind blocker is there now, but as of tomorrow, the temperature should be going back up a little bit, and I'm going to take that down. So it was only up for about 3 days, and I'm going to pull it down. If you look at the doghouse, you might see the cats inside. Yep, so you can see the cats inside. And again, I think there's 2 of them in there right now. Earlier they were out eating. Yep, there they go. I just made them come out to the front so you can see them. They're in their little house. So again, I just want you to see what I did for the stray animals, and maybe you could be a little more creative yourself. But I am stressing that you be safe. And if you are unable to use heating pad, don't use it. For me, I'm very careful. I'm very cautious. I did what I had to do. I was able to go out and buy an outdoor extension cord. And like I said, the entire cord is inside the house. On top of my patio, I have a balcony. And what I did on the balcony, I laid out the furniture cover on the bottom of the balcony to stop water from coming down. So I did that also. So just for me to prepare for the cats to be safe for this winter storm that we just had. And what it is, that'll stay up there for the winter. The doghouse will be here it'll be here for most of the winter. And then during the summer, I'll remove it and they can go back wherever they are. The cats don't stay at my home. They come here to eat and then they leave. Again, do not put food outside. Again, I stress the importance of trying to have the cats spayed or neutered. Call around in your area, see if you can find any type of program that might do it for free or actually may do it for a low price. I know ASPCA travels in New York City and they do spade and neutering in the community. They report to a certain area and they just go through the neighborhood spade and neutering the animals. It's an epidemic, so we all must do our part and try to help the animals out. Myself, I never had a cat, and I took one of the kittens in. She's very friendly, named Darla Gray, and she's going to have a beautiful life with me. The other ones, like I said, I can't take them all in, but I'm just asking other people if we all get together and we all do something. God will bless us, and believe me, when you give, you get back tenfold. I'm blessed. I have a beautiful job. I'm still manifesting my entire life. And I have a beautiful townhouse. I had Range Rovers. I just bought a Volvo. So God is blessing me in my own way. You know, it's not a lot, but it makes a difference. I'm sure these cats may not know, but they're appreciating having this home to lay in during this horrific storm that we just had in New York. So again, this is Yvette from Loving My Angels and My World of Metaphysics. Again, sending you a video that's not the norm, but just bringing it out there to you. And again, be safe with the heating pad if you plan to use it, because it is for indoor use only. And I'm just showing you what I did, and use your discretion. If it works for you, it does. And again, my mother, she used a shed outside in the back of her house, and she leaves the door open, and she put multiple dog beds in there for the cats. And she must have like 6 cats in her shed in her backyard. There's no heat in there, but at least they're not in the frigid cold with the wind blowing on them. And she also has one of these dog houses, but a tiny one that accommodates 2 cats. And she has that in front of her house for 2 specific kittens that she's been taking care of. Again, this is Yvette from Loving My Angels. If you like the video, please check it. And if you do, send it to all the animal lovers that you have out there. And maybe we all can go on Amazon and purchase dog houses. But this is one I purchased. I'm very happy with it. There are other ones out there. And just look at the reviews and see what's going on. Thank you. Bye.